Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Cooking in the Raw. I'm your host, Lord Shelby, aka Shell, and I'm ready to cook for you. Today, it's raining out here in Wisconsin. Okay, sometimes it rains, but when the rain falls and it gets a little cool outside, it's a good time to have a really light, brothy type soup. So what I'm going to do today, I have a beef broth. I always make broths, chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broths. I make these broths and I store them in the freezer. So I just take out the cubes, bloop, bloop, and there you go. In fact, I have some chicken stock in the refrigerator right now cooling, so I can now turn them into ice cubes. So now, today, I'm going to make a beef broth or a ravioli brodo. Did I just say Italian? Kind of, sort of. But I'm going to make a beef filled wonton, using wontons, so very quick. So beef filled wontons, and then from there I'm going to cook those off and serve them in a broth flavored with parsley and a light sprinkle of Italian cheeses. So join me as I make these beef raviolis. So process here it's going to be, this is part of my meat bolognese, or my meat sauce that I make for the season. I'm at the end of the season. This is my last dish. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm getting tired of having, rigatoni or meat pasta. What can I do with this? I'm like, I'm going to make this dish here. So we take a little bit of our beef. Alright? Okay, that's a little bit too much. A little bit of our beef here. Let's get a napkin here. Take a little bit of our water. Okay, that's a bit much too. Sometimes I get overzealous in this process. Moisten our wonton on the edges so we can get a nice good seal for when they're cooking in the water. They won't explode on us. Now, with wontons, you have to work pretty quick so it doesn't dry. Now, watch this. Just a simple fold, make sure all the filling is inside. Measure up your edges here. Press out all of the air. And voila! Now I have to make quite a bit of these. And I'll show you this process one more time. Set that on our plate of flour. Get a nice little press here. We don't want any of that juice to escape. So this is going to be a nice little meat pocket that's going to be in the broth. So let's do one more, and then I have to get busy and make quite a few of these because I have a friend coming over, and we're going to have this on this nice cold day. A little bit of moisture on the edges. So, I mean, for those who like to make pasta, I like to make pasta too, and that's going to be another video. I'm going to be showing you some very simple pastas you can do without all the fuss. But if you don't have the time to make pasta, you have guests coming over, wontons is a very good substitution. So there we go here. Return this so you can see it. Edges are lined up. Press out the air. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Nice little pocket right here. Alright, I'm going to get busy making the rest of these, and I'll be back with you and showing you the rest of the process. Okay, now for the moment of truth. We have our water boiling in the back. We drop in our ravioli. The broth is heated up here. So I'm going to do like 4 pillows. It'll be like 2 pillows to a serving. Alright, we let that cook up. Come on now. As soon as those float, we're ready. We have our cheese, a little bit of Asiago, Parmigiano Reggiano, and mozzarella shred blend. Then our parsley. Now all of our flavoring is already part of the broth here. Okay, our beef broth. So don't have to worry too much about that. And we have the beef, we have the carrots, we have the onion, we have the garlic, some tomato in here. So all those flavors are already here. Alright, nice little boil here. Nice and gentle. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Nice and cooked. So we're talking, fresh pasta, about, 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. if that long with this here. But in any case, I have a smaller pot here, but as soon as they float, they're done. We're heating up our filling, and we're also cooking the dough on the pasta. Oh, one of my pinch has a little hole in it. Uh-oh. So hopefully we can still get a nice even doneness on this before it begins to explode out. If not, I have to make another one. Alright, so we turn that down, and voila. These are floating. So here's one, and here's two, and this will add to all the beef flavor. I mean, it was a wetter filling in here, which is okay, because this is going to add to the flavor when we add our stock. So there's those. Now we're going to add our stock here. It's just enough to cover, so they're swimming, lightly swimming in the broth. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful plate. Something very nice on a cold day. Beautiful, beautiful plate. We'll add just a little bit more to each of them. So it's nicely swimming in the broth. Nice golden, almost like brilliant brilliance of that color. It's just awesome. Put in our parsley. A little contrasting color here. Okay. And then a little bit of the cheese. A little extra added flavor. That's going to be a little more of our saltiness here. It's going to get nice, just a light bit of cheese. And there is our dish. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. And I'll see you next time on Cooking in the Raw with Shell. Take care. Enjoy yourself.